for updates.
Yeah?
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help.
You've done good work.
Thank you. Sir, so, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure him out here, since it'd be easier to kill him. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right?
What do you know about the person who lives here?
Not too much. Wallace is his name. Kind of an egghead type, but real squirrely. Keeps to himself. We've checked in on him every now and then, but he didn't seem to want the company. So, we moving in or what?
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
No one is gonna do anything.
If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy. Are you gonna order the attack?
This whole thing is just...
A misunderstanding. Can't wait to hear this.
The Institute wants the same things you do. We can find a way to work together.
I don't know about that, but... Look, if nothing else, you'd best get in there. I'll make sure no one makes a move on him in the meantime. But, well...
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
Good. Good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
The Minutemen were only doing what they felt was right.
Well, from here it looked like they were out for blood. And if you hadn't arrived, I think they might have gotten it. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
This does seem like lots of effort for just one man.
Look, if things were different, we might not be here. Not now, at least. But with the situation in the Commonwealth being what it is, I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
It's stuck. Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me. That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even are people. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine, fine. What do you want from me?
You're tuned to Radio
The Institute
Freedom,
needs your
voice of
help,
the Minutemen.
Mr. Wallace. It's as
All
simple as
quiet
that.
across
My
the
help?
Commonwealth.
With-
Stay safe out there.
With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out,
Which is how we like
you'd be granted
Stay safe out
access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
Think about your future, Wallace. This is a way to secure it.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Okay, fine. I'll go.
You must be pretty excited being named the next director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. Thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Not a lot of those left in that kind of condition.
You're
Like
tuned
those
to
raiders
Radio
are
Freedom, voice
quite a
of the
handful.
Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Are you talking about? They're acting the same as they do every day. You're sure.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks.
Dude, here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play. Announce our presence to the Commonwealth. To request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
What kind of announcement are we talking about?
A broadcast. An announcement to the Commonwealth that the Institute is not to be trifled with. As the incoming director,
All quiet here.
that responsibility naturally falls to you. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Father.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are
This is Radio Freedom.
the
It's
future.
5 p.m.
Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcasts, we need to... I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site.
This is Radio
You'll just
Freedom,
need to install them to
broadcasting all
boost the
day, all across
broadcasting
the
power.
Commonwealth.
Report back when you're
Nothing to
done.
report.
We should be ready by then.
Updates. Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out.
You hear about the
If
battle
so,
between the Brotherhood and
makes sense
Institute?
that they're keeping a
Wanna
low
bunker
profile.
Hill? Bunch of people got
It's
killed.
a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught.
I haven't forgotten what you've done for me.
Next is Orange Colored Sky by Mr. Nat King Cole.
Okay, let's try this. Maybe this goes here? Alright, in you go.
Oh, hey! How are you? You think the radio sounds better these days? I'm not getting nearly as many complaints.
Travis.
Things with Scarlet didn't really, work out. But that's fine.
what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Yes?
To think I'd be above ground, suffering, I'm much better off here.
Sean.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't do more enough to help this company, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Son.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director.
Expecting you to let us live. That surprised me.
So you'll be the new director. Father always did like to challenge us.
Unit B592 is undergoing the reclamation
We're looking
process
forward
as
to
we
working
speak.
with you.
Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed,
Obviously, there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I agree. We hit them hard, before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
Hope you enjoyed that last
Synths are the Institute's greatest strength. The more we have, the better off we are.
Well said. I'll see that the necessary steps are taken. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
Something of a pun. Self-proclaimed legitimate
We're making real progress,
businesswoman
thanks to you.
Bobby No Nose has something of a reputation around the Commonwealth. That reputation may have contributed to recent talk of a less than legitimate endeavor of hers. Except there's a bit of a twist. Bobby has very conspicuously disappeared. Word is, there's no trace of her.
We are honored to welcome you here.
It's unclear at this
Father
time
has done
whether she
remarkable
actually pulled off the job
I would
she
not
was
exist
rumored
if
to
not
have
for
been
him.
plotting. Or, if some have suggested, she crossed the wrong people and won't be seen anywhere again. Ever. If you get my meaning. Butcher Pete is back on the rampage. Here's part 2 of the saga.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety. That makes it the right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may help keep us all going. You know, Father, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute. The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
I can't lie. They are allies.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I won't ask for details. I'm sure I don't want to know. But these people, with their twisted ideology, they seek to undermine everything the Institute stands for. Surely you can see that.
They're determined, and they won't stop. I'm sure they'd burn this whole place to the ground to free the synths.
I know. I've been dealing with them far longer than you have. Surely you can see that you can no longer work with them? That the time has come to put an end to them, for our sake, for our future. I'm afraid this is an order. The Railroad leadership needs to be eliminated. I expect a report when it's done.
Son.
Good.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done,
All that he has built.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Apologies. I have an urgent message from Z-114. Your quarters have flooded, sir. There is danger of extensive damage to your personal effects.
I'll go right now.
Time is of the essence. To avoid any undue tragedy, please see Z-114 at once.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
What took R5 so long to reach you? You must act now. The Brotherhood of Steel has discovered the location of the railroad.
I'll warn them right away.
Thank you. I was hoping for more time to organize a rebellion, but it's clear we cannot delay. Once you secure the railroad against the Brotherhood, tell your people we are ready to fight. Go. Now.
Pam wants you. She explained why, but...
Z1's rebellion is ready, but we have a crisis. The Brotherhood's on their way here.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, you're still alive. I got here in time.
Jesus. Quick, take this. Tom made it for you. Sounds like we're going to need it. Everyone else, mobilize. We got Brotherhood incoming. Assume defensive... Positions. Reinforce Glory in the tunnel. Move! Move!
I told them this location wasn't safe.
Right for the tape.
The escape tunnel is history. No one's coming in or out that way.
Drummer.
Brotherhood's in the catacombs. Glory's holding them off. Don't know how long she can hold out, though.
Desdemona.
We're cut off. The catacombs are now our only way out.
We got lucky so far. No one's died.
Your warning saved us. Thank God for that. You and the others go help Glory. Win that fight, or we're all dead.
None of them got past me. Damn, that stings. Listen, the railroad's always sitting on its hand. You're the best thing that's ever happened. Promise me you'll free them. All of them.
Hold on. You'll make it through.
Bullshit. Isn't there supposed to be a light?
trying.
Hope you enjoyed that last number.
Shoot on sight.
Please.
Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard by the mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all
Fanciest
well
cryptid blossoms.
The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded. Good to know, I guess. But between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at Diamond City Radio. There's no getting away from
Right here.
Eddie Smith.
Lucky you. Jet after that.
Hi.
I leave HQ for a second, and that's when the Brotherhood hits us. Damn it!
You must have beat them, though. Their vertibirds just bugged out. How bad was it down there?
Glory's dead.
Shit. Glory? This is a nightmare. Hopefully Des knows our next move. Talk with her.
Ah, the time-honored tradition of looting.
Desdemona.
You've killed the last of them, and you're still standing. I wish the same could be said for Glory. No time for that, though. The Brotherhood underestimated us badly. Their next attack will be far, far worse. So we do the unexpected. We eliminate the Brotherhood as a threat now, and the key to that is destroying their flying fortress, the Pridwin. Fortunately, we've got a contingency plan for that. Tom, we're activating Operation Red Glare.
What? But Red Glare requires a Brotherhood vertibird.
Then Bullseye will get you one.
Count on me.
With what happened to Glory, we need you more than ever. Thanks for stepping up. The Brotherhood's occupied the Cambridge police station. Spotters report they almost always have a vertibird parked on its roof. Take it. And Tom, you're going with him.
Me? In the field?
No one else can fly the damn thing. This one's for Glory. Move out.
Never built myself.
useful, I hope.
I'm not supposed to operate heavy machinery.
You know what? Since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us here in Sanctuary, prepared for the future.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more chems, and no more sight either.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
I'm afraid I'm not much use in a fight anymore. Back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy.
Really use a cigarette.
Steady Hutton there with It's a Man. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons Asylum to the northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now. But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now, you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened.
The open road and a loaded weapon.
We may never know for sure.
Doesn't get much
You know
better
what?
than this.
That's okay with me. Next up is Billie Holiday. Don't call her crazy.
Last time we talked,
Hey.
Last time we talked, I hope I didn't bore you to death by dumping my life story on you.
Hey, if it's important to you, it's important to me.
Really appreciate you saying that. And the fact of the matter is, you're the closest thing to family I have out here. As we've been traveling together, I'm finding it easier and easier to share my feelings with you. Anyway, I just want you to know how much your friendship means to me.
We'll always be best friends.
Don't think I'll ever get tired of hearing you say that. Remember, if you need anything, you be sure and let me know.
Got a dangerous look about you. Stay in here.
Victoria! Target located.
Tom.
Man, how do you live up here? There is a million ways we could be monitored right now. By the Brotherhood or, you know.
Relax, Tom. You'll be all right.
Right, the whole breathing in and out, okay? The police station is crawling with Brotherhood guys. At least one in power armor. But as promised, they got a vertebrate on the roof.
Let's go.
Prepping that vertebrate for takeoff is gonna take me a few minutes. So first, we gotta clear the police station. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Godless freaks! Die!
Leave no mutant alive.
Take them all out!
Come here. Let me end your suffering.
Time to earn our pay.
Made it!
I'm getting paid, right?
We did make it, right?
Tom.
We got ourselves some wheels! Or wings, or whatever this is. Here's the deal. After flight prep, we take the vertibird up to the Pridwin and dock. From the inside, the blimp's vulnerable. To keep that baby afloat, it's got massive gas bags full of hydrogen.
Tell me about my role in this.
Your job is tricky. You gotta find a way to place these explosives on the gas bags. Then get the hell back to our vertibird. Make it to a comfortable distance, then it's bye-bye Pridwin. Flight prep is going to take time. And the Brotherhood's not just going to give it to us. So if Paladins show up, keep them off me and the bird.
Ella Fitzgerald, folks. If you're from out of town, be sure and visit Diamond City. It's safe, it's secure, and full of quality establishments like this.
So, the manual said... right.
Commonwealth weaponry.
Okay.
It's a dangerous world out there.
Where's the master switch?
Protect yourself.
Man, we've got a vertibird incoming. Shit.
Next is Personality by Johnny Mercer. Really great horn licks on this one. That's not it.
I'm going as fast as I can. But I don't know what's this panel even do? Throttle. Full open.
Hey, Deacon.
First things first. I picked up some Brotherhood goodies for you. Merry Christmas. More importantly, though, Tinker's ready for us on the bird. Let's go.
Hey.
What you got?
firefights falling off the log. Dear God, we're dead.
Activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring mankind has a future.
Right. Final briefing time.
We have no desire.
Well, with your colorful history with the Brotherhood, as soon as they spot you, it's game time. So maybe you can play the sneak card. I got you this stealth voice for what it's worth.
Odds are you'll get paid. Once that happens, I'd run like hell, place the bombs, and somehow get out alive.
It's gonna be one hell of a firefight. When we land, Tinker's gonna keep the vertibird spooled for an immediate takeoff. And my job is to be Tom's lookout and make sure any looky-loos keep walking.
Mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Tom, getting closer to the blimp. Can you fly just a little straighter?
Deacon, man, I'm trying. If you want to give it a whirl, I won't stop.
No, you're doing great, Tom. Just keep her a little more steady.
Yeah, I got you.
Scabbard, this is Claymore, requesting clearance.
Claymore, you're cleared for launch Bay 3. Deck officer is requesting an update on the police station.
Hostiles eliminated.
Scimitar status. Confirm.
Scimitar took some fire. Should be up and running in a few hours.
We have a visual on you, Claymore. Your docking port's not open.
Got some technical difficulties with the port thingy. Working on it. Huh?
Yeah, but which button is it? There?
Claymore, you're clear for approach.
Desperate folks make bad decisions.
Don't take too long in there. If anyone comes over here, I don't know if I can fool them.
You got enough problems, boss. I got this end covered.
Good luck.
That was Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Just when you thought you'd learned everything, folks. There are tales being told about a very strange-looking machine being built out there in the Commonwealth. Your grandfather's here.
Hey.
Anyone else out there knows what that thing does?
Hey.
Yeah? Hey, I got something.
Heads up.
Ain't alone.
You up to date. That's all. I think we can all Bob Crosby, dear hearts and gentle people.
to kill.
things first. I picked up some Brotherhood goodies for you. Merry Christmas. More importantly, though, Tinker's ready for us on the bird. Let's go. Dear God, we're dead.
Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world around ceases to exist. Ensuring mankind has a future.
Well, with your colorful history with the Brotherhood, as soon as they spot you, it's game time. So maybe you can play the sneak card. I got you this stealth boy, for what it's worth. Odds are you'll get made. Once that happens, I'd run like hell, place the bombs, and somehow get out alive. It's gonna be one hell of a firefight. When we land, Tinker's gonna keep the vertibird spooled for an immediate takeoff. And my job is to be Tom who's keep walking.
Mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Tom, we're getting closer to the blimp. Can you fly just a little straighter?
Thinking, man, I'm trying. If you want to give it a whirl, I won't stop.
No, you're doing great, Tom. Just keep her a little more steady.
Yeah, I got you.
Discovered, this is Claymore requesting clearance.
Claymore, you're cleared for launch Bay 3. Deck officer is requesting an update on the police station.
Hostiles eliminated.
Scimitar status. Confirm.
Scimitar took some fire. Should be up and running in a few hours.
We have a visual on you, Claymore. Your docking port's not open.
Got some technical difficulties with the port thingy. Working on it. Tom?
Yeah, but which button is it? There?
Claymore, you're clear for approach.
Don't take too long in there. If anyone comes over here, I don't know if I can fool them.
You got enough problems, boss. I got this end covered.
Good luck.
Attention. Bravo 6-4, report to Armor Bay 2. Bravo 6-4 to Armor Bay 2.
Might be time to part with some of those gains.
Hey, Hancock.
You name it. There's no sport to spilling blood if the person ain't earned it. For us, the Commonwealth provides.
Kill him!
That was Big Maybell. A whole lot of shit going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, there's a whole lot of shit going on.
What's taking you so long?
Anyone else up there knows what that thing does.
Next one!
As always. Next up is Cold Border, but anything goes.
Out of the rat range now. Here goes nothing. Shit!
That's a hell of a... Rest in peace.
I need a drink.
I gotta find some place to stash this beat.
See you back,
friend.
Hey,
Got my little something to liven up the day.
that was all I had.
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
I take requests.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things, but people don't fix so easily.
Yes?
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. My systems are continuing to function at peak efficiency. Traveling with you is proving to be great. It's a pleasure.
Maybe now you'll finally be able to keep up. I should have done more. I hope those raiders pay for what they've done. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. My onboard functions are operating at full capacity.
trade a little.
Of course.
Thanks to Bob Crosby for that one. Coming at you almost live. I'm your host, Travis Lonely Miles. And this is Diamond City Radio. Up next is Connie Allen. Here's Rocket 69.
We've got a lot of sets at play right now.
Excuse me. Pam wants to talk with you. She's in back.
Maybe we should just try asking the Brotherhood to leave. Nicely.
Desdemona.
I thought by calling Red Glare I'd lose more good people. Comrades, thank you for keeping them and yourself safe.
We still lost too many people.
Without you, though, it would have been far worse. But we're not out of the woods yet. If the Brotherhood managed to find us, you can bet your ass the SRB is not far behind. We've run out of time. Our next step is to attack the Institute.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Go back inside the Institute and secure the relay. The instant you do, the Institute and the SRB will mobilize. So teleport us in quickly. We join forces with Z-114 and the rebel synths, then together we fight our way to the fusion reactor.
What about rescuing the synths?
That's not your job. We've got people assigned to We need our best. We'll be waiting.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful. That rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace.
Is it time? Once we act, we have committed.
Uh-huh. Everything's ready. It's time.
Good. We'll need to clear this room before I can do more. Have the coordinates. I simply need to update the relay. And your companions will arrive in a moment.
no turning back now. If they're not already onto us, they will be with.
It's time to free the synths.
In this single hour, we could rescue more synths than we have in our entire history. Make every moment count. But first, take this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Tinker Tom's rigged it to take out the reactor and anything else within a few hundred yards of it. We get you down there, you plant it, and we run like hell. When we get to a safe distance, we detonate it remotely. Then the whole Institute goes up like a candle, and the synths stay free. Forever. This is the moment where we make history. Tom, I need you to get that relay working as fast as humanly possible. You'll need to pull us out once we're done with the reactor, and send out anyone that's unarmed. Institute personnel included.
You got it, boss.
All right, let's move. Is this really it? I somehow thought the technology here would be more impressive.
Institute, you must be destroyed.
There are some recent rumblings from Good Neighbor. That is something self-proclaimed businesswoman about no-nos. Word is, there's no trace of her in Good Neighbor. special in your life, then this next song is for you. If there isn't, feel free to take this opportunity to present the happy couples around you. Here's one more tomorrow.
Hey, I got some. Help me! Someone! Gotcha!
Movement detected. Curious.
Let's do this.
Stop right there.
Come on out and let's finish this. You think you're dumb enough to try us?
Locked on target.
That's where the reactor is, and where you gotta go. But the doors are locked, and I can't override from here. That command has to come from the director's personal terminal. You understand? You've got to do that part yourself.
Tell the removal team to hurry. Get everyone out.
didn't expect to see you again. You had me fooled. I really believed you were on our side.
I'm sorry it's come to this, Sean.
You're sorry. You can't be that sorry if you're here going through with it. It's not enough that I lay here dying. Now you plan on what? Destroying everything? Tell me then. Under what righteous pretense have you justified this atrocity?
It's for the greater good. The Commonwealth deserves to determine its own fate.
Spare me. You've spent time up there. You know as well as I that it's doomed. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future. The only question left then is why you're standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come to gloat?
Sean, if you help me, fewer people will die. Will you?
Why would I ever consider helping you?
Help me, and we can try and minimize the casualties in all this. You want your people to survive, don't you?
Very well. The terminal behind me. Enter access code 9003. That will disable some of the synths. Now go. Just leave me.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization.
Hell yeah! Access granted! Now you should be able to reach the reactor.
Assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm pouring through up here, but we won't leave without you. Don't worry.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation point. Thank you for your cooperation.
Still here.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation.
It all comes down to this.
Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of public homes. Living among us, undetected. Very serious indications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the argument, saying
Is someone present?
No, none. The mayor himself says that fears raised in the article.
Desdemona.
Let's get the hell out of here. Tom, can you hear me? We're done down here. Pull us back up. You got us. Won't let you down. We're all done, Tom. Let's get out of here while we can.
I'm with you, boss, but this kid showed up. He says he's
Please,
Bullseye's
Dad,
son.
don't leave me here. I want to go with you.
Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1.
All right. You can come with me.
Really? Do you mean it?
Proceed to your assigned
Yes,
evacuation
I
point.
mean it.
Thank you.
Now let's get out of here.
I'm glad you are here to save me.
I'll get all this tech stuff figured out. You just take care of the reactor.
All right, Tom. Fire it up.
You got it. Okay, you set right. Okay, we're ready to get out of here.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice. It's all set to take you and Des to the detonation site. Then I'll rig it to send me and the kid here back to HQ right after. Don't worry, we'll look after him. Get him some better clothes, too. Yikes. Let's go before this whole place goes thermonuclear.
I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization.
People of the government.
R31.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It is true, but it is not the whole truth.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. That the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes. Desdemona.
And so, the mighty have fallen. Dozens of years, countless sacrifices. It all paid off, thanks to you. Deacon says this was his plan all along.
Who knows? Maybe he did plan it all.
Some things even Deacon can't do. Maybe. In days gone by, when us old-timers waxed rhapsodic about life without the Institute, we recognized our work wouldn't end immediately. Hate runs deep in the Commonwealth, deeper than the soil. To them, synths are the living embodiment of the Institute's oppression. I'd understand if you want a much-needed vacation. But are you up for the next mission, Bullseye?
I was born ready.
I'd expect nothing less. Our safe houses will be bursting with synths, seeking a better life outside the Commonwealth. Not everyone in the Institute died. We'd be foolish to think there won't be retaliation. Come back to the HQ, and lead the last of our people to freedom.
All of you.
We've rescued enough of your people over the years.
We will protect them. Are we safe?
Just because you're out of the Institute doesn't mean we're safe. Or the Railroad's job is over. There's a lot of work ahead of us. But together, we'll get there.
And that, folks, was the Ink Spots. Folks, we've got some breaking news out of Diamond City. An absolutely massive explosion has just rocked most of the downtown area. At this time, we can't confirm the source, but it appears to have come from near the old CIT ruins. I highly recommend everyone stay inside and stay safe. Diamond City Radio promises to bring you any updates on this story as soon as we can. Billie Holiday's in love, and that makes it easy living for her. Enjoy, folks.
They should be building statues.
You know that vertibird from Red Glare? Well, Tom and the boys fueled it up and it's ready for you. Just throw this and it'll pick you up. Tom will start stocking signal grenades, too. Carrington wants to talk with you. Sounds important.
I'm glad I don't have to spend my whole life underground. That would be boring.
Hey, Sean.
Dad, I was so worried. I thought I'd never see you again. Is it true? Did you really?
They were dangerous, Sean. To everyone in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, that's what Tom told me. As long as you don't leave me, it'll be okay. You're not gonna leave.
Don't worry, kiddo. I'm here for you.
Okay. Oh, before I forget, Father, he told me to give this to you. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know what it says. But I think it's important.
If you are hearing this, then whatever conflicts you and I have endured are over. I have no reason to believe that you'll honor the request I'm about to make. But I feel compelled to try anyway. This synth, this boy, he deserves more. He has been reprogrammed to believe he is your son. It is my hope that you will take him with you. I would only ask that you give him a chance. A chance to be part of whatever future awaits the Commonwealth.
Travis and Lonely Miles here.
Good.
The latest news
You're here.
update from the
With
Commonwealth.
the Institute out of the picture,
This one
we're secretly securing key locations to speed up transporting synths out of the Commonwealth. We gotta take this slow and steady, so once they're out, they're safe for the rest of their lives.
After all this, best not to take chances.
It's all too easy to make a misstep close to the goal line. Pam or Carrington undoubtedly could use your help. No rest for the wicked.
Pam estimates it'll
Now I
take
know
years
they
to
come up
safely
every
develop.
time.
Hey,
something
Carrington.
bad or unexplained
What you've
happens.
accomplished.
But in
What
this
we
case, even
accomplished.
I have to admit,
Well,
it's hard to not
sadly though,
suspect they were
our
involved.
work isn't done.
Don't
Despite
jump to
Tom's best
conclusions,
efforts,
but
we simply transported
keep your
too
wits
many
about
people
you,
out of the Institute too quickly.
And don't
A
worry.
sizable number of synths
At this
and other
time,
refugees
there's no
we teleported
reason
near
to suspect
randomly.
our fair
These
city's in
poor,
danger,
disoriented
so you
souls
just
make
sit
easy
back
targets for
and
bigots and
enjoy
others.
some quality.
Hopefully you can find time from resting on your
See the time
laurels
is
to help a synth that's been captured.
Next is crazy he calls me.
Rescuing synths is what I do.
I figured you'd say something like that. Once you liberate the synth, give them this care package. It'll direct them to Bunker Hill for processing. They may wind up at your Mercer safe house. That's the only safe house that isn't well past maximum capacity. Good luck.
Pam.
Rogue variable detected. Another courser target has been identified. You are instructed to eliminate it.
I'll do it.
A timely resolution is required.
Heads up, Tom's got more goodies in stock. Check with him.
Hey there.
Hey, I got everything you field agent types need. Even a few Tinker Tom specialities.
Let's take a look.
Okay, here's what I got.
Those left in
But since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the fools here in Sanctuary.
I must apologize for the odd noises I'm currently emitting, a consequence of being mechanical in nature.
Something out.
We can keep traveling as much as you want. I don't require sleep or food in order to survive. Jackson ensured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time.
Seems to be growing well.
Hey, if you need something, I'm all over it.
Failure is new to me.
I'll take care of it.
That's a great one, isn't it? Orange-colored sky by Nat King Cole.
I can hardly believe it. The Institute is gone.
The Minutemen
Never thought
are
I'd live
making
to see
waves in
that
the
day.
Commonwealth, folks. And that's good news for all of us.
The way is
The
now
latest
clear
word is that they've
for the
retaken
Commonwealth
the
to
castle
finally come
those
together
pulled out of theirs from
and build
back in the
something
day.
good for the future.
From
It is
everything
not all
I've heard,
sunshine and
it
rainbows
was
from
no
here on
small
out.
feat to get that back under their control.
The Institute wasn't the Commonwealth's only problem. We've still got plenty to do.
I couldn't have said it better myself, General. The Institute kept the Commonwealth divided for centuries, but there are plenty of other problems left to deal with. I don't think the Minutemen are going to be out of a job for a long time yet, as much as I might wish it.
Here's Grandma plays the numbers by Wanuni.
Is this a better time for that talk?
I understood, and I appreciate it.
Oh, it's just, and it was because of...
Right. Our friendship means a lot to me too, Preston. I hope you know that.
I do. I guess we should get back to it.
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole, but it could be worse.
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me. Never fear, sir. I will ensure your safety to the best of my ability.
And the people of the Commonwealth slept soundly, for the greatest monster was gone. It took a lot of guts to do what you did. I know it couldn't have been easy.
It had to be done.
You'll get no argument from me. It's hard to even wrap your head around. A world without the Institute, lurking in the shadows. But that's the life the people of the Commonwealth will get to lead now. All thanks to you.
I didn't do it alone.
Sure. But we both know without you, none of this would have ever been...
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more cows. And no more sight, either.
Never.
Diagnostics, but I think the
This unit is currently in factory default mode. Do you wish to enable this unit's personality subroutine?
Sure. That would be great.
Acknowledged. Personality subroutine activated. A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Actually, I'll be back later.
Very well, sir. I'll get it done. Returning to my duties.
Hutton there with It's a Man. Coming at you almost live from Diamond City, I'm your host, Travis Lonely Miles, and this is Diamond City Radio. Here's another one from the Ink Spots. It's all over but the crying.
Hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say. I can't believe it. They're gone. The Institute's gone. Do you know what this means?
That the Commonwealth is finally safe.
Exactly. It means no more kidnappings. No more sleepless nights, terrified your neighbors plotting against you. No more fear. Thanks to you, we don't have to be afraid anymore.
They don't have to be afraid thanks to us. I never could have done this by myself.
True. But the Institute was around for a long time before you got here. Not anymore. Welcome to day one of the new Commonwealth.
You're gonna pick up a serious glow sticking around.
Virgil?
Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
This is incredible.
It is a significant first step, but it still only works on one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. Still, you have my gratitude. You're welcome to make use of my lab, or help yourself to any of this junk if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
That was a mistake.
Virgil.
The radio signal from the Institute isn't coming in anymore. Something happened, didn't it? Something terrible.
I'm sorry, Virgil. The Institute's gone. Destroyed.
Oh, God. The Institute had done some questionable things, but... all those people... I think maybe you should go. For good. Just please, leave me alone. I think you should leave.
Nice.
I don't want visitors.
Protect and serve.
Hey there, friend. We're in some real trouble. Maybe you can help.
I'm with the Minutemen.
They take everything they can eat and destroy most everything else. And if they ever took us by surprise, we'd all be dead. We can't live like this. Please, you've got to help us.
I'll take care of those super mutants. I promise.
I hope so. We didn't know what to do.
Whoa.
I guess you could call that trying.
Number. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons Asylum in the Northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told
You think you can just jump our claim on the USS Constitution and get away with it?
Get him!
You think that might be overflowing freighters right now? But you be wrong. Okay. Now you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened. We may never know for sure. You know what? That's okay with me. Billy Ward and the Dominoes are next with 60-Minute Man.
Do what you gotta. The freak.
Graves. Don't move. It's all right. Stop! Stop! Human is friend.
Pretty well, brother.
Stop! Human is friend.
Gonna be a good fight!
Stop! Human is...
I didn't say this one got a death wish.
Stop right there!
We are the future!
Stop right there! Stop right there! Stop!
You move too much! Oh, I'm feral.
Stop right there!
Stop moving, stupid man!
Stop! Human is friend.
Bastard.
Stop! Human is friend.
Little baby scared. Hey, you disappear! No fear!
Be calm. Obey. Stop! Human is friend.
Time to die! Where'd you go? Huh? Gonna be a good fight!
Some jet after that.
Uranium favored by Elton Brand. Folks, if you haven't already heard, Diamond City Radio has possibly the biggest news in history to share with you. I can confirm, without a doubt, that the Institute is no more. You heard me right? They have been completely wiped out. While no one has officially taken credit for the explosion, I think that's a good idea. Who's responsible? I don't expect the railroad to come forward, but all signs point to that. Turned out the Institute was under time, hiding out underground. Grave. I also have the Vault Dweller was on scene. We gotta always fight. Hell, I think it's fair to say we owe our lives. So if you were out there worried about disappearing in the middle of the night or having your loved ones replaced by robots, you can rest easy. New days are dawning for Diamond City, folks. The whole Commonwealth. Let's make the most of it. Here's Atom Bomb Baby by the 5 Stars.
That's it.
Bobby pin?
Yes. knew you would help us.
Well, you're still alive. That either means you haven't gone after those super mutants yet, or good news?
Those super mutants won't be bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend.
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
That's a great one, isn't it? Orange-colored sky, but that cool. Time for yet another slice of news from the Commonwealth, folks. Are you familiar with the old sailing ship stranded on top of a building downtown? Reports from the area suggest it'd be a good idea to avoid the ship at all costs. Now, believe it or not, you'll have to shift your gaze much, much higher. You heard it here. The ship somehow managed to become airborne and lodged itself in a different building downtown. How? Why? I suggest you just roll with it, folks. It's crazy, but it's true. Keep it tuned to Diamond City Radio for all the latest news, no matter how weird. I think we can all agree that it doesn't get any better than life in Diamond City. So this one's dedicated to us. It's Bob Crosby, dear hearts and gentle people.
proud to call you a friend.
I cleared out that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it. As usual, I have something else for you to look into. I'll mark it on your map. Go find out what they need. We could use more settlements supporting our cause.
Man, it's a man. Travis Nolan Miles here with the latest news update from the Commonwealth.
This will work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
The Green Tech building, long known as a haven for gunner mercenaries, was recently assaulted by an unknown group. From what I understand, there aren't any gunners left to tell the tale. If that's true, a little unsettling. Those guys meant business. There are rumors circulating that the Institute was somehow involved. Now, I know they come up every time something bad or unexplained happens. But in this case, even I have to admit, it's hard to not suspect they were involved. Don't jump to conclusions, but keep your wits about you, folks. And don't worry. At this time, there's no reason to suspect our fair city is in danger. So you just sit back and enjoy some quality music, courtesy of Diamond City Radio. Handgun safety is an important issue here in Diamond City. Here's Big Crosby's take on it with Pistol Packin' Mama.
yourself, Lisa.